Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. It's that one World War II guy here, and today I'm going to be showing my first World War collection. So it's a bit of a change because normally it's always World War II, but this is my first World War British in particular collection. So let's get right into it. And before we do, real quick actually, everything here is 100% original. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so at the back here we have a plate to commemorate the start of the First World War. It's 1914 dated, and it had or has a little gold edge around it. We've got a postcard that is mocking the Kaiser. I'll show you that in some more detail. So here we have it in the full, and if you flip it, just give me 2 secs, you can see him right there, disgraced after the war. But yeah, honoured before the war and disgraced after. So that's a pretty nice postcard on the back. You can see post 1 penny stamp. This postcard here is a bit local. This is 1918 dated, and it's for Edgbaston, Birmingham, England, 310 Hagley Road. So that's quite nice, quite local. Some Britannia postcards I'll get out and show you. So we actually have a lot more than just a set of 3 Britannia postcards. We have the first one, Land of Hope and Glory. The next one in the series. These are all unused. Oh, that one's used. 1915, I think. Yeah. This one is unused. This unused. And then here we have, it's in a plastic thing, but a little poem on an unused one. This one's a little portrait postcard, which is unused. And this is a set of 4, but I'm not going to get them out just now. Oh, hang on. At the back, that is an American thing. That shouldn't be there. I'll move that in a minute. But these, all First World War era postcards. This one could be a bit before the war, but most are unused. Next, underneath this postcard, we have a Princess Mary tin from the First World War, 1914. Inside you would get some cigarettes, tobacco. If you were not a smoker, then you would just get like a card and a bullet pen, etc. Here we have some on-war service badges, which I'll show you up close. So these were worn by factory workers. This one being the most best condition one I have, and the best grade. These were to basically, they could wear on your normal clothes to tell other people that you were doing something that was for the war effort. You wasn't just being a lazy bum. This one, 1915. I got that at Bygones. If you live in the UK or you're coming on holiday in Torquay, there's a museum called Bygones. They have a shop and they sell British First and Second World War military like medals, etc. But yeah, it's a really good museum and I recommend you check it out. So we've got that one. This one I picked up at a car boot for like 50p, so it's an absolute bargain. Unfortunately, it has got a broken pin, but 50p, you just can't complain with something like that. And everything here is well over 100 years old. This one I also got from Bygones. It's 1916 on war service. Unfortunately, it's got the pin broke, but it was about a £5, I think. So it's pretty cheap. But yeah, you can tell it was definitely used because the badge is worn, which is quite nice. It's always, it might not be in the best condition, but it's nice to know that it was used and it does have a history. Okay, and underneath those, we have an army strap. It's basically a piece of wood with like leather wrapped around it, but I can't get it out right now because it's like there's too much stuff around it and on top of it. At the back there, we have our officer's hip flask, which I'll show you now. So this I picked up quite a long time ago. I think it was in Norfolk of a really nice guy called Roy who has a military shop. I can't remember where it is, but it's this is really nice, a little bit of pewter, and it's got the maker's mark there, but it's quite a nice little piece to have. It's good looking. And while I'm showing you that, I might as well, this was on top of it. Show you this. It's a 1911 coronation medal, so it's pre-First World War, but it's to celebrate the coronation of King and Queen. This should have a ribbon. This one doesn't. I got it at car boot for a really cheap price again, but these you could just buy these as a souvenir. It's not like they were issued to anyone. Next we have some trench art matchbox cases. This one, I'm not too sure about the history of it, but it's just souvenir of the First World War. This one here was made by a survivor of the Third Battle of Ypres from 1917. On the back, British and French flag, and souvenir 1917 on the side. Pieces of history are really interesting like this. It's not in the best condition, but things like what was going through their head when they were making it, like the stuff that they must have experienced, would be surreal. At the back we have a trench art Coldstream sweetheart badge. Just welded on there. It's quite heavy as well. It is quite a nice piece. We have another one of those coronation medals. Again, this one with a ribbon, and it's for the same coronation, 1911, but there were loads of different versions. Underneath that we have a new Pioneer equipment protector for cleaning your buttons, and some World War I era buttons here. Over here then, this is really nice cannon, home front cannon that you could buy for the war effort, which I'll show you now. So here it is. This has Brighton on top. Often these would have all different places. It's quite nice little like croc thing. You can have the underneath is the maker's mark. With the gold paint on the wheels and around in certain places. It's quite nice. So it's just a little thing that you could buy on the home front for war effort and to show that you're doing your bit, like patrioticness, which this country needs more of, but I won't get into politics because that's not what this channel's about. Anyway, next. Right, underneath the cannon we have a Queen Mary's Nursing Guild badge, which I'll show you now. So here we have it. It's very nice condition. I got this actually in an old toy shop in Warwick. Very unexpected find, but it's a very nice badge. You can see the back is not really marked, but the front is just a really nice piece. I had to pick this one up, even though it's like home front. It's not really army, but it's really, really nice. It's beautiful with a rose. So next, over here we have this could be World War I or World War II. These are like pieces of silk that you get in cigarette packets. This one is the 6 Dragon Guards. I've got another one underneath those 2 trench art matchboxes, but I'll put this to the side for a minute. And move this spoon to the side to show you this. This is a piece of trench art from the ship, the HMS Barham. The HMS Barham was sunk in 1941 by, I believe, a U-boat torpedo. So this could be anywhere from the First World War to this 1941. Because yeah, it was also used in the First World War, but it's really nice. I'll try and get a closer detail. But I picked it up in an antique shop in, I believe, the Isle of Wight. Next, the spoon that was there is got the army on it. It's got a picture of Kitchener on it. So this was made about 1915 to commemorate the death of Lord Kitchener, and I believe it's silver, might be stainless steel. But it is very nice and very decorative. I only paid £10 for it, so I was quite happy with that. Right here is a trench art sweetheart badge from the Royal Fusiliers. It's quite nice. Again, I think what was the soldier thinking about when he made it? It's just incredible little bits of history like that tell little tiny stories that might seem insignificant to others, but they are, of course, very significant to me. Here we have a ribbonless war medal. These are, fun fact, these are actually pure silver. This one is 1914 to 1918. This was actually awarded to a driver, William Henry Street, the Royal Army Service Corps, with his serial number and everything on the bottom of this medal. I do have his paperwork. It's not the original one. It's a photocopied version because the family wanted to keep the original one. But I can't show you right now, but it is very nice to have. I've got all these details and everything. Right here we have a victory medal. This one awarded to Private W. Matteson board. I have to do more research on that, but Victory Medal is quite nice. Every active serviceman got one of these participating. And you might notice it says 1914 to 1919 instead of 1914 to 1918. That was because the paper, the documents to say the war that had ended wasn't actually signed until 1919. So, yeah, fun fact. Right here, this one has the ribbon. It's a war medal. This one was awarded to Private A. Willits, the Royal Army Service Corps. Move on to this little area here. We've got a 1915 dated officer's compass in its pouch, which I'll show you now. So here it is up close. I don't know if my camera picks it up, but it is dated 1915. It'd be really hard to pick up. But yeah, we got the arrow, so it's War Department. And then if we pop it open by pressing this, you can see it's very nice on the inside. Close it up and in the back, it's nothing really special about the back. The pouch is literally just like a little wool pouch. So on to the next stuff. And you can see right next to it here is a New Testament from 1916, which I will also show you now. This is one of the newest First World War things I've picked up, and it's one of my favourite. This is Active Service Testament, so I believe it's a New Testament. Got a handwritten letter there from Lord Roberts to the troops. It's a present letter there. I don't know if this is from the war or it was gifted to someone who liked military after the war, but it says, "To Dad from your mama." I think that's right, but anyway, I'm not too sure, but you can see inside. It's quite nice. Is it? Yeah, it is the New Testament. Okay, so yeah, it's a really nice piece. It'd be very personal to a soldier because quite a lot of the British Army was religious back then, especially in the Christian faith. Obviously, that's excluding colonies of the British Empire. Some of them were Christian, but a lot of them had other religions like the British Raj, Sikhism, Hinduism, stuff like that. But this would most likely just be to an actual English soldier. Don't know where I'm going. Anyway, show you the next thing. Alright, I'm not going to put that back just for now, just so you can see the artwork on this book here. This is called The War at Sea, and on the inside it has a date of 1918. And it's like a little Christmas message inside because it was a present, but it's really nice. I quite like it. Stuff like that. Right here, which I'll show you in better detail. It's a 1940 to 1918 First World War Commemoration Medal. Thing about this one is this was never issued to any soldier. This one is a bit rare, I believe. It's something you could purchase yourself. It's like a little VE Day trinket, except if it's a First World War version of VE Day. But it's quite nice to do like that one. I believe that one's quite rare. But there was loads of like stuff like this that you could buy to commemorate, like coins, dishes, jugs, stuff like that. But this one's quite nice, and I really like that. Picked up an antique shop for a pretty good price. So yeah, it's quite nice for the design. And lower down here we have this box for Bismarck razor, which is the razor underneath. This is it right here. It's got Sheffield. I don't know if it's the original razor to that box, but they're definitely from the First World War, both of them. Here we have a home front British patriotic pin. I quite like that. Pin little button even. I can't talk. This is interesting. It's a can opener shaped like corned beef, because you used to get it with your corned beef ration. So it's quite nice. And one last thing I'll show you real quick is this right here, Union flag, which is a 1916 one. I'm pretty sure it's a home front one, but you can see it's got British made on it, and it's in a plastic bag. So that was it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. I do First and Second World War militaria. This is my collection. Don't have any political affiliation with that symbol. If you stayed this long, you're a certified history nerd. Please give us a like and a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a lot. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Stay safe until next time. My dyslexic ass can't talk. Have a good one. See ya.